Grayson. If you are new, welcome. If you are not new, welcome back. And if you have not subscribed to my channel already, pretty please just hit that subscribe button before we get started. And that would just mean the absolute world to me if you subscribe and come back to hang out with me. Also, if you are not following me on Instagram, please head over and follow me on Instagram for more fun makeup related content. As far as like, I do a bunch of creative looks over there. I just did a glitter look the other day, so there's a lot of glitter, and if you see anything in my hair today that might look like dandruff, I promise you it's glitter. Because I still have it, like I've washed my hair 3 times and there's still glitter dust in my hair. But anyway, moving on. We are reviewing an eyeshadow palette today, and so I have everything on my face except for eyes. My eyes are already primed and ready to go, but we are getting into a palette that I've been super excited about. You already know what this is from the title, but we are getting into the Nikkietutorials x beautybay palette. So this came and I was so excited because I didn't think it was going to come whenever it was supposed to. It was acting like it wasn't going to, and then it got here. But the box is black and it has glitter all over it, which I did not know the box was glittery. So I'm here for the glittery box. And then of course she did the free pop socket, so that it was either the light side or the dark side, and I got the light side. I'm not a pop socket user anymore, and I honestly would have loved to have the dark side one, but this is really cute, and honestly I'll probably try to gift it to someone who will actually get use out of it. But let's go ahead and pull this guy out. It's in some bubble wrap inside the box there. And then this is our palette right here. I love the whole concept of this. I thought it was really cool. And I just, I love that she did like the light and the dark. And then again, like the back logo has some glitter on it. And there's just some glitter going on, which I was like, oh, cute. But it opens like double-sided, and it has a little protector over the shadows. And the pans, I figured they would be kind of big from the way they looked online, but they're even bigger in person. Like the pans are huge. Let's see if I can get this in here. But it opens from both sides, and it has a regular mirror on one side and a magnifying mirror on the other. Oh boy. But I thought that was really cool, like, because she said the whole concept of it was for, like, her mom needs glasses in order to see things, and so that's going to help like anybody that obviously maybe they're getting ready and they don't wear contacts, and they obviously can't put their glasses on while they're doing their eye makeup, or if somebody like hasn't put their contacts in or something, like, you know, whatever. I feel like that's like one of those things where it was thought of, and anything like that just kind of gets to me because I'm like, that's amazing. I feel like that's amazing. I think it came with a card inside the box, and I just like tossed the box on the floor, so give me 1 second. Okay, so yeah, it comes with this, and it says, hello guys, it's me, Nikki, hello, and then it has a little situation here from her just talking about, I want you to make the most out of these gorgeous shades, da da da. And then on the back, it actually shows you what she suggests you use for each shade in the palette. So it'll say like brush or brush and finger, and those are like her suggestions for that. So I thought that was pretty cool, because if you are more of a beginner or, you know, things like that, then that's helpful. And then also just like her suggestions, because I feel like you do have to work with shadows, and you know, there's different ways to get them where they need to be. So I like that she included that in here, and it's light on the front and then dark side on the back. I love that whole like light to dark concept. So let's go ahead and start taking a look at the shades in this cute little baby right here. Okay, so whenever you open each side, so like if I open this side first, this is like the light side, and then if I open this side, then it gets darker over here, and then I'm trying to like get me out of the frame here. And if we open both, she looks like this. And I love all the names in this palette, especially hearing her like explain the names, like the story behind the names. So I don't think we're going to swatch the entire palette. Nikki said herself that she is not the swatch person. She did a few swatches for her reveal because she knows that like we are in a community that people are looking for swatches, even though swatches don't really mean anything. Like for me, it's how it performs on the eye, because you might swatch it on your hand and it looks like crap. But I was just gonna show the shades and talk about them a little bit. So Redemption, she did the beautiful bright orange. Then we have Blend and Snap, which I'm obsessed with the shade name on this. We have Ivy, Slasher, 5 a.m. And then we have Roxy Catan, Vla, Mikai, Mila, Underground. And Mikai was named after her brother that she lost, which I thought was the sweetest thing. His favorite color was red, so that's that. And then Vla means pudding in Dutch, if you haven't watched her reveal video. And then we have Plot Twist, Aura. This is so hilarious to me. So it's Basic Trut, which in Dutch is basic bitch. And I think that's so cute. And then we have All In, and then we have Ew, because Nikki does not like green, but she wanted to put a green in the palette for all the green lovers, but she named it Ew, which I think is so hilarious. And it does look more teal on camera, but it is really like, it's a weird green to try to describe because it is a green, but it's not like your typical green that you would think of. It almost has a little bit of that kind of sea foam in it, but it's green. I don't know how to explain it. And then we have Pride, which I think is a very gorgeous shade because, like she was saying, it's like the trans flag, so it has like a blue duochrome going on. And then we have Zomer, which is summer in Dutch. And then Mama Tutorials, which is this beautiful like blue shimmer shade. And I'm not even a big blue person, but this is like calling my name for some reason. And then we have Amsterdam, which is really cute. And it's like a cobalt blue, which I'm kind of afraid of blue shadows. Let's just put that out there, but it's so pretty. And then we have Mr. Tutorials, which she made the color after her husband's or her fiance's eyes. But I thought that was so cute because she was like, I wanted it to be, the perfect balance of green and brown and with some shine to represent his eyes. And I'm like, that is like the sweetest thing ever. And that's like something that I would probably do. But I think we'll do just a couple of swatches of like some of the bigger shades. So Pride is actually Nikki's favorite shade. That is so soft. I've never tried beautybay shadows before, so this is also my first time trying beautybay's formula, but that is like so ridiculously soft. And then there she is. That is like so pretty, and it's hard to like see that blue on camera. It looks almost like more, because it's got like blue and then like silver in it. You can see the silvery a lot on the camera, but it does have that blue in there, and it's absolutely beautiful. Let's go into Blend and Snap so we can get a matte swatch, which I'm just like obsessed with this pink. Ugh, it's making me want to do pink look today, but I don't know yet. I don't know what I want to do yet, because I was gonna do one look on each eye to show some like of the variety of the palette, but then it came to my attention that I may or may not have to be going somewhere today, so I need to do like one eye look. So we'll see what happens. And then let's go ahead and swatch All In, because she said this one has such a different shift to it, and it can be like gold, silver, bronze. And now I see what she's saying, because like it looks more like greeny gold on camera, but in person it has like this, it's like a pinky bronze sort of shift kind of deal to it, but it's absolutely beautiful. Like I'm actually really loving that shade a lot. And then let's go ahead and just swatch the green, because why not? Oh my gosh, that is very, very pigmented. And I think some of these are pressed pigments, or if not all of them, I can't remember. I'd have to like look again. But that is a beautiful green, and I'm not even a green person. So let me get these swatches cleaned up, and then let's get into an eye look, because I'm ready now to dip into this. Okay, so I was looking at the packaging, and she does have like the descriptions of the shades on here, like Redemption, it says Marigold Orange Matte, and like those types of things. But then on the back of the box and on the back of the palette is just like her quote situation. I also noticed that it says Glow Baby right here, and then we have the tombstone that says makeup shamers, and then the like skeleton middle finger, so it's like rest in peace to the makeup shamers, and I think we like that. But I was looking to see if okay, there we go, haha, pressed pigment palette. So these are pressed pigments. See, I had a feeling that's what she said, but I couldn't remember. I was like, is it the whole thing? Is it only some of them? But yes, pressed pigment palette. Awesome, now that I've figured out that situation. So my thing on this palette is if I were to like hold it, how am I gonna, I'm obviously gonna hold it like this way off of the regular or this way, but then your like palette is sideways. So it's kind of a weird situation for me on like what I'm gonna do to hold this palette, but I think I'm gonna just stick to the regular mirror and then keep the whole thing like open and then kind of work like this. I think that's my thought process on that. So I'm going to take a big fluffy brush. This is one of my favorite blending brushes. It's a Farrah. You would think I would remember the number by now. I use it so much. It's a 35E, and I'm going to do a base of Basic Truth. It's basically just like a skin tone shade, which is what I like to put a base down of, but it does have a little bit of like a pink undertone to it. She said that that shade is very much like her skin tone, so there's that. We've got moving clouds today too, guys, so if my lighting is changing up, I'm sorry. I really need to get some like blackout curtains for this window so we don't have that problem. But I think the next shade I'm gonna go into, I'm leaning pinky, but then I also love the way that these browns look, so I'm really leaning more pinky toned. So I think I'm gonna go into Zommer, and I'm gonna put that into, I'm gonna use the same fluffy brush and go into like the outer corner and carry it into the crease a little bit. So we do have some kick up, but for pressed pigments, it's like not a lot of kick up at all, because usually pressed pigments, because of what they are, there's just gonna be kick up and you have to like work with them a little bit more gently. But these, like, there's not a lot for it being a pressed pigment, and I really like that shade. It's like the perfect sort of peachy shade. So yeah, she says it's a peach pink matte. I don't know what it is with me, guys. I don't know if you noticed, but I can't ever like get my words out. I think maybe it's because I don't have a lot of like social interaction anymore these days, and like when I'm talking, I'm just like but I really like that shade a lot, and I think I'm gonna carry it into my lower lash a little bit. This brush is clean, it's just stained this green color, but I'm gonna just, and I'm not going all the way in with that, just kind of putting it in the outer portion, like toward the middle. Okay, and then I think the next shade I actually want to get into, I am gonna try to go a little bit on the neutral and then a little bit not, somewhere in the middle, but I'm gonna go into Mila, which is the lighter brown shade, and it is named after one of her cute little doggies, and it is the same color as her fur. So that's the next shade that I'm going to pop into. And I'm just gonna go in with an old tried and true e.l.f. brush. It's literally one of my oldest brushes, one of my first brushes I ever owned, but it's so good for packing into the outer corner. So okay, so that shade is extremely pigmented. That is like a beautiful shade. That's one of those shades that just like, something so simple but so good. Some people were saying this palette is not wearable because I think they're just like seeing a lot of bright colors, but honestly, with these browns, like a good brown is like what you need for a neutral, and then there's a nice nude, and there's, you know, bronze and gold shades in here, so I think a neutral eye is like not difficult with this. That's just me looking at it. So let's take, this is a little bit smaller of a blending brush, and I'm going to get a little interesting here, and I'm gonna dip into Redemption, which is the bright marigold orange, and I'm gonna put that over top of the brown. So instead of doing a light to dark, I kind of did some dark, and then I'm gonna go in and put some of that tone in there because I don't want it to be like super bright. I want it to kind of fade into that. I just love orange, guys. I love orange shadow so much. And then I'm going to deepen the outer corner area with this same brush. I just color switched it on my color switch, and I'm gonna go into 5 a.m., which is the darker brown shade. And I'm tapping into these shades. I tend to tap into pressed pigments and not like swirl them around, so I kind of gently tap. I don't know why this is so pretty to me, but that is like so pretty. The way these like colors just kind of mesh together. I was going for more of a muted look today, and I feel like that's exactly what I'm getting. Although I just packed that little corner a little too much, so I'm gonna have to add some on this side. My patchy eye over here though is giving us the patchiness, which it likes to do. Like, how can everything go on so perfect on one eye and so terrible on the other? But this formula is absolutely amazing. I'm feeling this formula like a lot. I'm one of those people that I keep my makeup very clean, so I like everything to almost look like it's brand new. So I was really into that all in shade, and I think I'm honestly about to like put that onto the lid, but I want to put something kind of in the center of my lid first. And so I'm going to take a more sort of like flat brush, but not like full packer brush situation. And I'm going to put, there's a part of me that wants to use Blend and Snap so bad, that pink, before we put that shade down, because it had kind of like that bronzy shift to me looked like it was leaning a little bit pinky. And I think this would help it kind of, because she was saying like what you pair it with, it kind of adapts. So I think it'll be really pretty to pair it over top of Blend and Snap, which I'm putting on very lightly, and putting it on super light gives this beautiful dust of like Barbie pink. We'll definitely come back for, I'll probably do a second video with this palette and do something more bright on a day that like I'm not gonna be doing things. We'll get into like, we'll get brave and we'll get into like Amsterdam and do the full blown like pigmenty pinks. But I wanted to do something more neutral to show people you can do something neutral with this palette, and then also because I'm probably like going to dinner with my family later. So there is all in, and I'm not gonna wet it because the way this formula feels, I don't think it's necessary. Oh my gosh. Guys, that shift where it has that like greeny gold, but then with the pink, it kind of catches that little like pinky bronze moment, and oh my gosh. That's gonna be a new favorite eyeshadow shade for me, cause hello. And then to blend it into the browns, I'm gonna take some of Nikkietutorials and kind of blend the outer edge like that. Oh yes. Ooh, I like it. I like it, I like it. I'm excited because whenever I look at this, I see like so many like options, and I'm obsessed. These duochrome shimmer metallic situations are something else. So this shade, it says green duochrome, and then Nikkietutorials says hazel shimmer. So this duochrome is This is like giving me so much life right now, and it's like the camera's not doing it justice. Like it looks really shiny on camera, but it's so sparkly. And I just feel like my lids look so beautiful. And these shadows are just like so buttery soft. Like I don't even know what to say. I'm probably gonna have to try more Beauty Bay palettes now because I'm like, this formula though, why have I not tried this before? Nikki had to reel me in, I guess. And I'm gonna take my big fluffy brush with nothing on it and just, I always like to go over the tops and blend. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of brown back into my, I'm gonna do the 5 a.m. and tap it off really good. And like kind of place some of that back into the outer corner so we don't lose that depth now that we added that Nikkietutorials shade. Oh, so pretty. And then what I've really been wanting to do is the shade Ivy, which was named after her other dog, and her other dog is white. So this is like a beautiful shimmering white. So for Ivy it says Icy White Shimmer, and it says brush or finger. I'm gonna go finger because I'm a shimmer shadow with my finger person, and I'm just gonna pop Ivy into, oh. She was showing pictures where she had this on her inner corner, and I was like, yes, 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 yes. And that is so pretty. So, so pretty. Oh my goodness. And she did sell out. She was like really unsure of herself, which I couldn't believe she was because she's Nikki, but I think she underestimates her power, I guess. But she did sell out, but she had 2 parts to her order. So she's supposed to be getting a second half of the order of palettes. So there's gonna be 1 more restock if you did not get a hold of this palette. And for US it retails for $30, which is another thing to me. This is a 20 pan palette with super large pans, a great formula, beautiful packaging, and it's $30, which is extremely affordable. It's insane. So I absolutely loved that she made this so affordable when she could have like gone so much higher than that. Okay, so the last thing that I want to do is take the brush that we used Blend and Snap on, and that's what I'm going to put on the inner portion of the lower lash. And that's just going to give us that little pop of color to this look. And then I'm going to take and kind of blend the center like that. Ooh. Ooh, that Ivy on the inner corner is like blinding. And then I'm gonna take like a hair bit of Mila and kind of put her back into the outer portion out here, because I was just noticing that I wanted this to be like over the edges a little more. Yep, boom. Okay, gorgeous. So I'm going to go ahead and finish my brows, and I'm not going to do lashes today. I'm just going to do some mascara, but I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera, and then we will come back into an overview. Hopefully this video isn't too terribly long, but I like to talk to you guys. So I'm going to finish this up and then come back. Okay, so here we are with the finished look. I'm obsessed with like the sparkle of this. You can't tell on camera, but it's absolutely gorgeous. And the like blend of that all-in shade into that Nikkietutorials shade is everything. I like this little bit of Blend and Snap I did on the bottom. I feel like it just gives that more cutesy moment to like a warm toned eye. And for gloss, I added a Jeffree gloss in the shade Crystal Climax because I wanted a bronze gloss to go with this look. And then I also did a ColourPop liner in my waterline that is the shade Get Paid, and it's like a metallic rose gold bronzy sort of shade. And overall, I think this is really nice. The formula, like A++, like these are so nice for pressed pigments, and they were like very easy to blend. They did not have a lot of kickback, and overall for a pressed pigment palette for 20 shades, large pans, and $30, like this is amazing. So it's a yes. It's a 10 out of 10. Nothing disappointed me. Nothing had me like I loved it. And I do want to come back and do a second look that's more bright and colorful because I want to do something with the shade Pride and the shade Mama Tutorials. I want to get into those and get into like the yellow and the orange and do a bunch of that business. So this is more of a like neutral wearable eye, and then we will come back for something brighter. But I am loving this Beauty Bay formula. Okay, I see you. I think I look cute. I feel cute, and I feel like this has beautiful bright colors, so you could get really summery. Like I know now we're getting into fall, but you could get like bright and summery, or you can get neutral and like deeper and like fall tones, warm tones. Like I feel like there's just a really good variety in here the way she did this, and A+. I love this little card that she did with the info on it. I feel like she, after losing trust and then putting trust back into somebody, she really like made sure that this was her. Like this is Nikkie in a palette. This is, like she said, like this is her home. This is her. So I feel like I'm glad that Beauty Bay let her have that like creative freedom and really let her be her, because this is like her in a palette. If you watch her videos, then you know like this is Nikkie, this is it, and it's really, really gorgeous, and you can do like so much with it. So I say yes. I know some people have been like kind of back and forth and like, oh, is it worth the hype kind of thing. I think the hype was totally valid because this is a really, really, really good formula. Like I was actually so surprised. Like I think that's like my biggest thing is like how beautiful this is and how soft everything was and how easy it blended and all just really meshed together well. So like formula 10 out of 10, packaging 10 out of 10, like everything to me, this is just very beautiful. So beautiful. So congratulations to Nikkie for this palette and selling out on her first half of her order and getting to finally create something that's really her and that is going to, you know, actually support her. Like when you're, like she said, when you're buying this palette now, you're like really actually supporting her. And so I'm super glad to support her in her first eyeshadow venture after bad experiences. So love it. I keep saying it, A+, love it. If you were kind of on the fence, hopefully maybe this video helped you out. And if you want to go take a look at whenever it's going to get put back up. I don't know when the second half of the order is going to restock, but she said you can go and like get on a wait list to be notified. So you guys let me know what you think of this palette in this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Again, please, please, please subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos twice a week, and we're always doing unboxings, reviews. I've started doing a little bit more into like some funner videos where we do like some chit chats and like some story times and things like that. So we just got all kinds of makeup stuff going on. So if you love beauty and you love positivity, because we don't do any drama or negativity here, then please subscribe to my channel. I love you guys so, so, so much. I had so much fun creating this look, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.